Hello everyone, welcome back to Simulated Heaven, and you are looking at Train Simulator 2018. Yes, it does exist. It has just been released, so I wanted to make a video. The first part of this video, I will talk about the in and outs of this update and what it means for you. And then in the second part of this video, my idea is to actually jump into the game. I've not even jumped into the game yet, so it'll be my first time to see, are there any obvious upgrades to the core engine of this game. And you'll see why I'm talking about that, because there's a little bit of an uproar with this version of the game. If you buy the 2018 version, if you are a new purchaser of this game, you will get extra free DLC add-ons. These three here that you can see on your screen. But if you are like me, someone that has owned this game for several years, and you get the free upgrade of the game, you will not receive these three, right? It's only for people that have a new purchase of the game. So I only get the core update of the game. Now that's why later on in the second part of this video, I'll be actually jumping into the game, because I'll be interested to find out, are there any real obvious updates for the core part of the game. Now I can kind of in a way see why they've decided to go this way, kind of, because maybe in their mind they think, why are we giving these free updates for people that have owned this game for many years? Now I will explain why I think they ought to have given everyone these free updates. I feel like this is a game with a lot of DLC, and I believe there's a lot of the players in the community, excuse me, that have actually purchased rather a lot of this, and I think it just helps with their feeling of the game. When they actually get this free stuff, maybe they'll feel happy about the game and they'll be willing to continue buying DLC for this game, even though the core of this game is kind of probably, I would imagine, still a little bit outdated, etc, etc. So for me, I think that's why they should have included these three updates, these three extra add-ons for everyone, just to help with the goodwill of the game. I feel there's a lot of players out there for this game that have probably spent a lot of money on the DLC, and they just don't want that feeling. Why are we not being rewarded in the same way as the new players? That's my feeling. Also, I was a little bit surprised. I kind of expected that they were going to run with their new game. You know, their new game? This Train Simulator World. If I'm completely honest, I was kind of disappointed that when they brought out this new game with an improved engine, with improved graphics, I was disappointed that this was a completely new game, right? Because that means that I have to buy a completely new game. All of the old DLC doesn't work on this game. So that's why, for me personally, I didn't want to update to this. I didn't buy this. I'm not really interested in this. So what I wish they would have done is, instead of having a new game with the new engine and all that, they should have, in my opinion, updated the old game, the Train Simulator 2018, with the updated engine, the updated graphics, and that should have been, in my opinion, the way they should have gone. Maybe then we wouldn't have been so unhappy with the idea of not actually getting those free add-ons, etc, etc, because then at least the core of the game has meaningful improvements. So yeah, I think they've kind of made themselves slightly mixed up, muddled up here, because now they've split themselves into two games. I'm not sure that was a great idea, because I've said in the past, there are people that own a hell of a lot of DLC for their old game, so they're moving across onto a completely new game where they have to start again with the DLC. I think that's not great, especially, like I said, for a game that has $3,000 or whatever it is worth of DLC. That's just my opinion. And that's why personally I haven't jumped across onto this new version of the game. So that's my opinion. Everyone has opinions. I'm sure that you guys have your opinions. I'd love to know what your opinions are in the comment section below. I will now, in the second part of this video, jump into the game. I'm just going to see what my first impressions are of this new Train Simulator 2018. So you'll see that coming up very soon. Hello everyone, so now we're in the game. It says you are due to leave Oxford at 14:07 but begin boarding here first. Okay, so let's do that. Start letting people get on and off. There you go. So what I'm going to be doing in the gameplay, I'm going to see, do I notice anything improved with the graphics and the optimization? I'm not going to look at the finer details, just graphics and optimization. These are two things which I've had issues with in the past with this game. So that is what I'm going to look at. Now, first impressions are, don't really notice any major improvements with graphics. We'll see as we move along. Didn't really expect much in terms of the graphics, frankly, from the previous updates that I've seen of this game. Okay, so we need to get moving. Brakes off. Let's go. What's our speed limit? 25. Oh, there's another train. Fabulous. Now, since I last played this game, I have slightly improved my computer, but it's only ever so slightly. I've always used a 3770K CPU and a GPU which was an AMD 290X. Now I've slightly improved it to an AMD R9 Fury, but that's an ever so slight upgrade. So we're going to try not to speed. So we've got 4.9 miles to go. Let's see if we can go on our outside view. Now I'm getting a pretty steady FPS. One issue I had with this game in the past is that I would get quite severe frame drops. Now I am running this on an SSD, but even with the old versions of the game when I ran on SSD, it did improve, but I still got hitches. If you've watched my videos in the past on this game, you will remember seeing the game kind of like hitching. And we can go faster. You can probably remember seeing the game like hitching. Now so far, this is very early days, but I've not seen any hitching. It seems to be running very smoothly. So, did they slightly improve the optimization? That is what I'm wondering. There we are. Oh, it's raining. Okay. Still at a pretty steady FPS. Even with rain. Wow, well done. But yeah. So far, pretty steady FPS. Now, I wondered if they might have done something with the lighting engine or something to update the lighting. Don't really see anything as yet. But yeah, we've still got 3 miles, whatever. Yeah, of course, the graphics are the same. I didn't expect them to update anything graphical, of course, but I just wondered. Oh, no, we just had a drop there to 25 FPS. We did just have a drop there to 25 FPS. So, this is very interesting. It's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I wondered if they might have done something with the lighting engine or something, like a simple update like that, you know. yeah, kind of looks the same. Another kind of slight hitch there. See, I don't know whether they might have made improvements with optimization or whether it's just that my new graphics card can run it slightly better. I don't think my graphics card is that much improved that it, you know, and I'm still running it on the same SSD, so yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, we've only got 2 miles to go, so let's kind of slow it down a bit. Yeah. Look at those wipers go. Okay, so I'm not going to run the whole scenario again. A slight hitch there, 35 FPS. Yeah, it did drop a bit there. Oh, hello, Mr. Trainy Train. Yeah, I'm not going to run the whole scenario. That is not... Oh, why did I leave the brakes on? Damn it. That is not the idea of this. It's just kind of to have a brief first impressions. Like I said, I'm just looking at 2 main things. Graphics and optimization. Yeah, another little hitch there, down to 28. Oh, she's wearing a party hat. Look at that. Oh, no. It looked like she was wearing a party hat. Look at this woman. But it's not. It's the sign on the window. That is hilarious. I was like, oh, there's a woman with a party hat on. That is funny. Oh, man. And I wasn't paying attention. So we've got 0.33. Yeah, we're kind of coming in to station. So I'll probably just stop here at this station and that will be that, I think. Like I said, and I'm going way too fast, actually. Whoops. Probably not too bad, but maybe just start braking out of here. Oops. We're gonna overshoot as usual. Yes, we are. Oh well. You can't have it all, can you? Yep, we overshot like a noob. Wasn't really paying attention. Anyway, so this is not really a definitive thing. It's just my first impression. But from this scenario, like I've said, don't really see a massive improvement. I would say optimization possibly slightly better, but the fact we're still getting slight hitches, it's not perfect. I think it is improved, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like a massive upgrade. The graphics are obviously the same. I wondered if they might have done something with the lighting. I don't really see anything really. I mean, when you look at the headlights, when we saw the other train that was passing us, didn't really see a major thing, a major change with their headlights or anything. I don't know. So for me, this is just a very simple update. I don't really see that much that is, that is different with the core of the game. Yeah, maybe slightly disappointing. I mean, it means I can play my DLC that I already own with this game, and let's turn off those windscreen wipers, and maybe a slight improvement of optimization. It's not hitching majorly. I don't know. I don't see anything that's impressively majorly, let's put it that way. That's just my view. I'm sure that everyone has their own view. So if you have your view, you can leave a comment and let me know. Yeah. So thanks for watching this video as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello. I wanted to make a summing up of this video. This is how I feel right now, and I wanted to give you my opinion as to what I feel about this going forward. Now, this is my opinion. You might have your own opinion. My opinion might end up being wrong, but this is just my opinion. I believe if you're interested in these kind of games from this developer, you need to now make a decision. Are you going to stick with Train Simulator with your old DLCs, with the old engine, with the old graphics, or are you going to move across to Train Sim World with a blank slate and start buying new DLC? Because, in my opinion, I don't think they're ever going to give significant upgrades to the Train Simulator, the old game, going forward. Why would they do that when they've got a new game, Train Simulator World, with a new engine, with improved graphics, whatever it is, it's improved in those areas. So they're just maintaining this old game. I think each year they might, next year and the year after, bring out new versions, but it will probably be the same thing. Just a few extra free add-ons, but the core of the game will remain very similar. When I was in the game, the graphics, there don't seem to be, in my opinion, much kind of tweaks to the graphics. They don't seem to have done anything with the lighting engine or anything. In my opinion, the slight improvement that I saw with the hitching and the performance, I don't think that's up to them. I personally think that is my new graphics card handling the game slightly better. That's my opinion, maybe. That is my opinion, not my opinion, maybe. But you know what I mean? That's how I feel right now. So it's like, personally for me, I think I'm just not going to really bother with Train Simulator. I feel like I've been there. I have done that. I've bought quite a lot of DLC on the old game. I was kind of hoping for a new engine, for new graphics, but I just don't feel that happy about buying a whole new game to move forward onto that. So me personally, I think I'm not really going to be going that much further with my Train Simulator stuff. But this is what you need to think about it if you're also interested in these kind of games. Either stick with the old, you know, stick with all the old stuff you have, the DLC, you know, it's kind of maintained but not improved, or do you move across to the new Train Sim World? Okay, I would love to know what you guys think. I am no expert, really. This is just my opinion. If you are an expert, or if you've played these games loads more than me and you have your opinion, I would love to know in the comments. And I'm sure that other people would like to know that as well. So, thanks for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.